So, sitting in my little corner chair with my celery juice. Pretty much the same thing I had yesterday because I had half the cucumber and half the lemon left over. So I got up a bit later than I had planned, and I feel like this hairdo almost makes me look like, I don't know her name, the little girl from The Grinch. I probably could pull this down some and maybe it would be better. I really don't know. But that's where we're at right now. I have pulled my hair up and kind of out of the way because I'm going to leave to go get my facial done in like 30 minutes, and so I just want it out of the way. But my skin is surprisingly calm today, which is awesome. I'm hoping that it stays that way. I'm not sure if it's just a whole lot of prayer or anything specific that's helping with that, but that would be a nice change to move forward, to know that my hormones are kind of calming down. And yeah, I thought I'd check in with you guys this morning. Sitting down to kind of answer some emails and look at everything, and then I have no idea what we're gonna get up to today, but it's gonna be a barefaced kind of day because I can't really put makeup on. I meant to do yoga this morning. I told you guys yesterday that I was gonna try to do yoga in the morning, get my workout in, so I wasn't like sweating a ton, but I think I'll be okay if I do my yoga tonight. When I stopped to think about like getting up and going to the gym and like dealing with traffic this morning, for some reason in my mind my appointment was at 11, but my appointment's actually at 10, and traffic has been a bit unpredictable, so I didn't want to bank on, like, even with my padded times, that I would be able to get to the gym, do my workout, and get back. So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna be adaptable, and we're gonna do something else today. So yeah, that is where we are at right now. I'm doing a little bit of work this morning, and it is not raining currently, but it may. So I have no idea what we're gonna get up to today. We'll find something fun to do. It is the third day of Vlogmas. Maybe we'll finally pull the Christmas tree out. That would be really good. So I just got home from the facial. I wanted to catch up with you guys, but I need to eat this while it's still hot. So I made a little bit of avocado toast with poached eggs, and I actually tried poaching them differently, and I think they turned out really well. So I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna drink this little homemade latte with some mushroom powder, and then I will check in with you guys a little bit more. But I did want to update you, but I really want to eat this while it's still hot. Okay, so I inhaled, let's make sure we don't have any spinach in the teeth. I inhaled my breakfast / lunch because it's almost 1 o'clock. So fun fact, remember how I was saying earlier that I thought that my appointment was at 11 and I really was confused? It was 11. It wasn't actually at 10. So I got there and my esthetician was like, hey. So for whatever reason, like, I get a text update, and I saw the text update and I just kind of glance at it and ignore it, because I acknowledge that it's there, but I don't necessarily check it for the time because normally I put it in my calendar. And so when I went to go to bed last night to double check myself, I checked my calendar again and it said 10 a.m. So, but for whatever reason, somehow it had gotten shifted in my calendar, maybe with all the time changes or other stuff happening. But I wanted to show you guys, my sweet little esthetician gave me a Christmas gift. She had this little baggie and a bag full of goodies, and then I bought a few things. So I have this little bath bomb. It is a aromatherapy shower bomb, so that's got lemongrass, a little cookie with my name on it. I'm a sucker for anything customized. Some muscle relief gel. It looks like this is a sample duo of another serum and this little lollipop, which I'm gonna eat now. And then I mentioned that my skin has been, like, this part of my skin has been kind of playing up. So I've been thinking about trying this particular brand for a minute now, because I wanted to find something that was slightly more affordable in the organic range that worked for my skin type. And because if I'm gonna ask anybody, she deals with my skin, she sees my skin, she sees the progress that it makes, what's going on with it. She is helping me develop my treatment plan, so she's the one to ask. And so when I saw that they were selling this and that there was 10% off products today, I asked her which one to try, and we kind of narrowed it down to the Ocean Cleanser. So it is for dry, normal combo skin, formulated with natural organic ingredients, removes surface impurities and excess oils. So I tend to, if I have a skincare product or like a cleanser that I don't necessarily feel like gets along the best with my skin, I don't always give it away. I end up using it as like a first wash as far as getting rid of my makeup. And then I have whatever I consider my more treatment product. So because the Tula one seems to be slightly aggravating my skin, I think I'm just going to keep it for now as a makeup removing cleanser. And then I'm going to use this one, so I'm excited about that. And then I also got the Sea Minerals Mist to try because I need something to set my makeup, and I kind of wanted like a new daytime spritz. So maybe it feels nice. We'll see. I figured I'd use it as a makeup setting spray, but it's wild algae, aloe vera, and dead sea minerals. So not necessarily a toner. She suggested that one of the other ones might be a better toner. But I probably need, my skin needs a break right now. And then I also got a few samples of some SkinCeuticals Renewal B stuff to try for moisturizer, because like I said, I think I mentioned, I think that my new moisturizer might be causing me to break out. So that is where we're at. I have finished my little breakfast and drinking my coffee. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a beauty clean out with you guys. I have a bag of products on the floor over there that have come from like my actual makeup collection, so I'm gonna kind of separate those, but I do want to talk through some of like my holy grail products in those. But then I'm also gonna do a clean out in my bathroom of everything, because nail polishes need to leave, certain products that I just don't use, don't work for me, or that I've had for a while and I don't use, and then I feel like I'm probably not going to use them, so I'd rather pass them along to a friend and them get used rather than them just expire and be thrown out. So I figured that'll be like a nice little Christmassy gift bundle to add to everybody's gifts. And yeah, but I'm gonna get my coffee situated, maybe find a bit of chocolate or something. I'm watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and then we will get to cleaning and doing some other worky bits for the day. So change of plans, we're running errands. I wasn't planning on going back out today, but it looks like there are some things that we need to get done, and it's not raining now, so I can go do that. But there's a squirrel climbing along what's left of our fence in the front yard, and he looks like he's only got 3 legs. That poor little guy. How do you get around? He looks like he's struggling to balance. I don't know how to help him other than to leave him alone. So yeah, gonna go pick up some packages, run some errands, and then we'll come home and do the other cleaning bits that I was talking about. So now I'm gonna find some music, probably some Halsey, because I finished watching the VS fashion show and now I have Halsey stuck in my head, which is always a good time. But we're in my bathroom now, so I figured this box right here is where I keep all of my nail polish. Now I have been switching over, like we know, to more non-toxic stuff, but some of this in general is old and I haven't really painted my nails. Like, I've been painting them at home with the Smith & Co. colors that I've had, but I wasn't really painting them before that. So I'm gonna go through this. We're actually gonna go through like this whole thing. My actual bathroom needs a good clean, because it's still, I haven't done like a deep clean in here post hurricane because things have been crazy. So there was a lot of like stuff that kind of came in and it just needs a good nice deep clean. That's not gonna happen today, but we're gonna do the sorting through of all of these things, and then I'm gonna sort through my bedroom. So tomorrow I can kind of put it on the list to like deep cleanse everything and get it all situated. So yeah, I thought I would go through this with you guys. I pretty much assume that this will be fairly empty by the end of it, but I'm gonna pull you down. I'm gonna kind of show you what's going on in here. This is like a little train case that was a part of a birthday gift a couple of years ago. That I kind of keep everything in. So like right now you guys are sitting in a basket on top of my gel lamp, which I think will fit in here. And then I'm gonna pull out all the colors. I probably won't really keep anything, if we're honest. But if they're still good and I feel like one of my friends will use them, then I will pass them along there. Or if I think my mom will use them, I'll pass them along. But other than that, for the most part, I will probably be getting rid of a good majority of these. Maybe 1 or 2 exceptions until I replace them, but for the most part, it's probably time to say goodbye to a good chunk of nail polish. So let's get sorting.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
Okay, so that took like 5 minutes. Here's where it splits. So these are the ones that I'm keeping until I replace them. Bubble Bath, it's a classic. 2 little glitter colors because they're fun, and then Lincoln Park After Dark, again another classic. I don't have anything like that, and I will wear like a light nude, a red, a dark purple, or like a burgundy, and then like this guy. So I might wear some other stuff, but like all of these fun colors over here, a lot of them are old and really kind of like separated. So everything in this pile is gonna go. I'll show you what's in there in a second. These over here are still good and will go to mom. This is like my little manicure set. And then these over here all seem like they're mostly still good. Actually, that one looks like it could probably go. So these are all seem like they're fairly okay. And I am going to see if any of my friends are in the market for a little bit of nail polish. I don't think mom's gonna wear any of these colors. They aren't really hers. But like I said, I've had all this polish for several years. And I just haven't been into it. I think I got a lot when I was in college. Like I went through a phase and I just don't use it, don't touch it. It's kind of taking up space, and I would rather kind of par everything down to what I do use. And that is just not this, or they're like really old and kind of separated. As you can see, like I shake them up and they're either too separated, like they aren't really a good formula anymore, or they are probably goopy and gross. So this pile is going to go in the trash, and then I'm going to reorganize everything in here with like my manicure set, my polish, all of that, so it can be really simplified. And that way I have a better idea of exactly what I have. Since I have been doing my nails more often, it'll kind of just be in one little place. So I will show you the after of that in just a second. So I have my gel kit in here, the polishes that I do have so far, my top coat, one of the other polishes and stuff is out back, and then everything in here is like my manicure stuff. So like my cuticle stuff, my files, anything that kind of nail clippers, all of that kind of hangs out in there, and then the polishes that I have left over there. So it's a lot cleaner, a lot more simplified, and it'll just be my little nail box, so everything can kind of live in here. But now I need to find a better place to store all of my skincare. I don't know if this box needs to find a new home to live in during the day, or if my skincare needs to find a new home. I gotta figure that out. Okay, so this is definitely not like a long-term solution, but there it is. This is the current skincare routine. So new cleanser, first cleanse, second cleanse. Kind of gives me a variety of things. I have a tendency to not use things if I can't see them. So there's a couple of things that like I want to use up that are up there, and I don't know. We're still playing with that to see how my skin works. So this will probably par down a little bit once I use some things up. But that's kind of where we're at there. Now I need to go through these drawers, and I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys or just kind of go through them really quickly and then tell you what I've gotten rid of, so this vlog's not like 2 billion years long. Probably. Okay, drawer number 2 is down. I feel like I didn't do anything crazy in here, and it's still kind of divided, but everything's not like overflowing anymore. And I kind of rearranged it a bit so that I can be more intentional about things that I am trying and kind of working through some of these samples. So this is like all the skincare stuff. I have body wash stuff, lotions, and shampoos. So I'm just going to be a little more intentional with trying to pack and use through some of this stuff. I had an advent calendar like 2 years ago, and I got a ton of samples from that. So I have these things, and I just need to make sure that like these are the things that I'm reaching for in packing so that I can kind of move through them, because I'm not flying as much right now. So I do want to use them. I do want to kind of get through them, or maybe I'll make it like a once a week thing. We'll see. But yeah, this is cleaned up a bit more, which is nice, a little less cluttered. And then I have a stash of samples of stuff to kind of give to friends of things that I think that they might try or might like, and then I've kind of saved everything I really think that I'll actually want to try and use. So the next biggest things to tackle is this drawer that looks like a mess, and then the next one. Not sure if we're gonna do that right this minute, but I do need to kind of go through and just clean out things that are maybe a little bit older, things that I'm not necessarily going to use, so I can set them aside for friends and kind of bundle them, like I said before, with people's Christmas gifts that I'm mailing, because there are certain things that I do love and use, and there are certain things like this Tula toner that I really don't use all that much, mostly because it is got glycolic in it, and then with everything else that I'm using in my routine, there's not really space for this right now. So I don't foresee myself continuing to use it. I feel like because I use the Drunk Elephant one, and then I also have the Pixie Peel pads, those are kind of what fill that space, so I don't really need this, and I don't really see myself reaching for it. So I think I'm gonna put this in the to be given away pile. We'll kind of go through this and see other things that I just haven't used and reached for lately. There's quite a few. So I decided to go through those 2 other drawers. I think that'll probably be like the end of everything I go through in the bathroom for the day. And it ended up being super quick. So I'll show you. One of them I really didn't get rid of much because there wasn't much to like get rid of, if that makes sense. Some of it's just I need to use stuff up. So kind of starting opposite. So this is kind of the like body shampoo drawer. So tucked back there are some shampoos underneath, like the tanning mitts and things. I have body wash, aloe, self tan, some extra other shampoos and things like that. So this is kind of miscellaneous, but it all needs to stay, so that's gonna kind of go there. And then I did clean this out a little bit. I'm getting rid of this lotion. That can kind of go to the side. I don't really reach for these guys like ever, so these are all going in the like donation pile. The cold plunge pore mask, I was sent this. The Kiehl's firming mask, I just don't really, I don't know, I don't really reach for it. That's not something I tend to gravitate towards. The Burt's Bees masks, I didn't really like them very much, so I'm gonna pass those along. And then everything in the basket over here is old and has been in my collection for way too long and needs to be thrown out. So that kind of pairs everything down in here. Like I said, I still have a few things that like I have a little bit of this left, a little bit of that left. Some stuff I'm using up and will probably keep for a few more months, but I actually feel like I have a gap in here, and there are a few masks that I could get, particularly because I'm getting rid of this guy, my beloved Peter Thomas Roth Pumpkin Enzyme Mask, mostly because I've had it for such a long time. I feel like it's probably due to be replaced because it's got a 18-month mark on that, and I've definitely had that for a few years. So I'm gonna pass that one along to the trash can, and then I will look at replacing it. I think I want to get the Tata Harper clarifying mask instead. And yeah, so we've cleaned out 2 drawers today. I think that is a very productive day. So yeah, I probably need to go sort out what we're gonna do for dinner. I think it's gonna be some kind of bolognese, and then maybe see what else we can get accomplished today. I feel like I've been really productive, but I kind of really just want to sit down and do nothing for a little bit. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of hours since I checked in, and I didn't want to not say goodnight, but I do want to update you guys. So my face looks kind of crazy right now. I did wash my face tonight because she put an SPF on it, so I needed to wash my face. I meant to tell you guys earlier that I did ask about the whole like, can you work out post facial kind of thing, and she said that if you do work out post facial that you really should wait a couple of hours, but there's nothing major to be concerned about with that, and just to make sure that you wash your face after. But the bigger concern is if you had like a peel, that like a heavier workout, that the heat might, you know, the heat in your face might interact with what you had already had done. So my face looks freaking crazy, if I'm honest. I don't know what is going on. I had it definitely felt more stingy today than normal. I had microdermabrasion done again, so I don't know if my skin was just extra sensitive based on what I've been putting on it or what's happening there. So it felt a bit tingly when I left earlier, and then I asked for some more, like an extra layer of moisturizer, and I felt like it looked really calm. And then tonight when I was cutting onions, I could really like feel the onions in my like skin, if that makes any sense at all. So I felt like my face was really red this evening, so I did wash it because I thought, okay, well maybe if I like cleanse it and do a gentle routine and kind of get anything that's like on it off, it'll be fine. And I felt like it really stung a bit. Like it's calmed down now, and it's a lot like not as red, but it still looks a bit crazy. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm covered in, I did a huge thick layer of blue cocoon just all over my face to try to soothe it. I used my new cleanser, so I did like the basics of basics to just kind of soothe my skin, but it looks a bit nuts. So I am gonna try to chug a bit more water because I haven't had nearly enough, and I'm gonna edit this video. So yeah, tomorrow is probably going to be one of those days that I'm not sure what we're going to do. I have a couple of things that I need to get done, but I also have quite a bit of work that I really need to catch up on, and I feel like I haven't done that. So I know that there needs to be at least one of those days that gets done, since I am going to be heading out of town Thursday, and I won't really have time to do vlog posts this weekend. So yeah. Might be a shorter video tomorrow. I know I'm gonna go out, so I might just show you guys a couple of hours that I do go out, and we'll kind of play it by ear. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I know it was a bit random as always. I did a little more baking and cooking tonight, but I just kind of got caught up in all of that, and then with everything going on with my skin, trying to figure out what was happening there, I have no idea. So I made turkey bolognese for dinner, and as always I like to hide a bit of zucchini in there and kind of not use as many noodles, but sneak in some extra fiber. So that turned out really well. I like that recipe. And then I did make some cookies from Minimalist Bakers, like vegan sugar cookies. I made them gluten-free. So I was craving a cookie and I wanted to take some photos of them, so I will take pictures tomorrow. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys tonight. I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Good night, guys.